You know, the other day, I cooked something for myself, and it turned out so incredibly delicious that I actually impressed myself. Do any of you have any recent cooking successes?
For real? What did you make, Mari? I'm so curious.
Oh? It's rare to hear you praise your own cooking so highly, Mari. Now I'm interested too.
Cooking. The process of converting raw materials into consumable energy. Success is defined by nutritional efficiency. Lately, I'm totally into making my own chicken salad. It's like the perfect PFC balance. Super healthy and yummy.
コメント届いたよ。
コメントありがとね。
レス返すからどっか行かないでね。Oh, hey, I'm waving hand. Waving right back at ya.
So, hello there. Thank you for the warm greeting.
Hey, glad you could make it. Always nice to see you here.
Waving gesture detected. Reciprocating non- verbal greeting protocol. Hope you're having an awesome day. We weren't just talking about yummy food.
That's right. It's always a pleasure to have you join our conversations.
Yeah, don't be shy. Feel free to chime in whenever you want, okay?
Increasing active participants enhances data collection. Your presence is noted. Let's all have a super fun time together.
Speaking of recent stuff, I was wondering, not including kitchen gadgets, has anyone bought something lately that really boosted their quality of life? Something you totally recommend?
Oh, yeah, yes. I got a new smartwatch. It tracks my sleep score and workouts, and seeing all the data is like super motivating. Gotta optimize that REM sleep, you know?
A smartwatch is an excellent choice, Kira. Quantifying your habits makes them easier to improve. For me, it was a pair of noise-canceling headphones.
Oh? Noise-canceling headphones. I can see that. Sometimes you just need to create your own quiet space. Sounds really peaceful.
Exactly. The amount of focus you gain is remarkable. It's perfect for when I need to read through dense research papers without any distractions.
Noise pollution. An unnecessary processing load. Elimination is a logical course of action. For real? So what about you, Kohaku? Did you get some, like, futuristic ice cream machine that makes it in 0 seconds? Negative. This unit acquired a high performance humidifier. A humidifier? Seriously? Why? Maintaining optimal atmospheric humidity is critical for this unit's performance. It prevents internal systems from overheating and improves cognitive function.
Phew. That's a very Kohaku minus-like reason. But it makes sense. A comfortable environment is key to productivity. What about you, Tsuki?
Me? I got a small planetarium projector for my bedroom.
Wow! No way! That sounds so chill. Like, you could just lie down and look at the stars? That's majorly cool!
Yeah, exactly. When my mind is racing, just watching the stars on the ceiling helps me zone out and relax. It's surprisingly effective.
That sounds lovely. A simple tool for Middenfosens. A very wise purchase, Tsuki.
stellar cartography, projecting cosmic data. The effect on sleep latency warrants further study.
We should totally have a sleepover at your place, Tsuki. We can watch the stars and talk about our health goals.
Sure, anytime. I'll make sure to have snacks ready for you all.
It's nice how we all found different things that suit us perfectly, isn't it?
Buying things is cool, but I've been thinking, what about spending money on experiences instead? You know, like time or a special event. Has anyone done that recently?
Totally! I went to this super cool Pop Minus Up Art installation last weekend. It was all interactive and stuff, super instant minus worthy. The memories are way better than some new clothes.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, Kara. Shared experiences create very powerful bonds. I recently attended a wine tasting seminar. It was quite educational.
A wine tasting? Wow, Mari, that's so classy. I can totally picture you there.
Analysis: the monetary value is exchanged for ephemeral sensory data. The long minus term utility is questionable compared to a physical object.
No way, Kohaku! It's not about utility, it's about the vibes. It makes you feel alive, you know? That's like priceless!
Fufu. She has a point. From a psychological standpoint, the anticipation and memory of an experience often provide more lasting happiness than a material possession.
I get that. I took a day trip to a town I'd never been to, just walked around and tried a local cafe. It was really refreshing. Just a change of scenery did wonders.
Oh, that sounds chill. We should take Kohaku somewhere. Maybe a planetarium. You could collect data on stars.
Stellar cartography. Celestial body trajectory analysis. The objective is valid. I will consider it.
My, what a lovely idea. A group trip to the planetarium sounds both fun and educational.
See? Experiences can be for data collection too. Everyone wins.
It's a date then. A squad date to see the stars. Let's totally do it.
It's wonderful that we've all found nice things, but experiences that make you lose track of time are just as valuable, don't you think? Has anyone started a new hobby recently? Or maybe rekindled an old one? Something you get completely absorbed in, other than cooking or gadgets.
OMG, yes! I've totally gotten back into street dancing. I used to do it all the time.
A street dancing, huh? That sounds very you, Kira.
Right? I'll be practicing moves in my room, and next thing I know, it's like past midnight. It's just so much fun. I completely forget about the time.
That sounds like a fantastic way to relieve stress. It's important to have an outlet like that.
For sure. What about you, Kohaku? Found a new way to pass the time besides observing us?
Affirmative. This unit has commenced the study of ancient cartography.
Cartoon minus what? Like old maps? Whoa, that sounds super complicated.
Tracing historical borders and typographical changes is a highly logical process. Time perception becomes irrelevant when analyzing the data.
Getting lost in history. Sounds pretty cool, actually. I can see the appeal.
That's a fascinating field. My turn, I suppose. I've recently taken up writing poetry.
Poetry? That's so classy and smart, Mari.
Fufu. Thank you. Trying to find the perfect word to capture a feeling is an engrossing challenge. Hours can pass in what feels like minutes.
That sounds really nice. As for me, this is a bit embarrassing, but I've started learning lockpicking.
Wait, for real? Lockpicking? Like a spy? That's so cool!
It's just a puzzle. You have to focus completely on the feel and sound of the pins. It's really meditative. You totally zone out.
How wonderful. It seems we've all found our own unique worlds to get lost in.
Totally! Dancing, old maps, poems, and lockpicking. It's so cool that we're all into such different, awesome things.
Conclusion. Immersion in a focused task optimizes mental well-being. A logical pursuit.
Speaking of trying new things, has anyone been learning a new skill recently? Or maybe there's something you're hoping to challenge yourself with?
OMG, yes! I've been seriously thinking about getting a personal trainer certification. It would be so cool to help people get healthy and meet their fitness goals.
A personal trainer? That fits you perfectly, Kara. I bet you'd be a really motivating coach.
That's a fantastic goal. For me, I've been interested in photography. Not just taking pictures, but learning how to properly develop and edit them to bring out the right mood.
Photography. The capture of light data. Skill acquisition involves understanding aperture, ISO, and shutter speed. A logical process.
You two are aiming high. My new thing is a bit more low minus ski. I've started learning how to do latte art. It's harder than it looks, but making a little heart is pretty satisfying.
Latte art? No way. That's so cute. Tsuki, you're full of surprises. Can you make, like, a sparkly star or something?
I'm still practicing the basics, but maybe one day. It's a nice, calming hobby.
This unit has begun learning a new coding language. The objective is to build a program that cross-minus references global weather patterns with ice cream flavor sales data.
Mia, that's a very specific and very Kohaku-like project. I'd be interested to see the results of that analysis.
You're gonna predict the next big ice cream trend with code? That's actually kinda genius.
The goal is efficiency, to predict demand and prevent shortages of vital coolant.
It's cool how everyone's interests are so different. Physical training, art, a quiet craft, and data analysis. We cover a lot of ground.
It certainly keeps our conversations interesting, doesn't it? It's important to keep challenging your mind and body with new things.
Totally. It keeps you from getting bored, and you learn more about yourself too. It's like a total win minus win.
Yeah, I agree. Finding something you can get lost in for a little while is a good thing for anyone.
Perhaps we should have a skill showcase sometime. Kira can demonstrate a workout. I can show some photos, and Tsuki can serve us her latte art.
Yes, and Kohaku can present her ice cream forecast. That sounds like the best party ever.
Affirmative. The proposal is logical and has a high probability of success.
Sounds fun. I'll make sure to practice my hearts until then.
Here's a fun thought experiment for you all. If you could transform into any non-minus human animal for a single day, what would you choose and what's the first thing you'd do?
OMG! That's so fun! I'd totally be a dolphin. The first thing I'd do is, like, swim as fast as I can and jump super high out of the water. The feeling would be awesome.
A dolphin, huh? Sounds just like you, Kara. I think I'd want to be a cat. A really pampered house cat.
Fufu. A cat. I can see that for you, Tsuki. What would you do first?
Find the sunniest, warmest spot in the house and take the most luxurious nap imaginable. No responsibilities, no worries. Just pure, blissful sleep.
Thales catus. Low energy consumption. High sleep efficiency. A logical choice for system resource conservation.
It's not about efficiency, Kohaku. It's about being fluffy and cute. So what about you? A super minus computer robot animal?
Negative. This unit would be an octopus. Limbs for superior multitasking. Camouflage capabilities for optimal stealth. Perfect for deep minus C data acquisition.
An octopus? That's unexpectedly cool. You'd want to see what the bottom of the ocean looks like?
Affirmative. The objective is to survey uncharted trenches and document undiscovered species. The data would be invaluable.
Okay, but think about flying. I want to be an eagle, soaring above everything, seeing the whole world spread out below. That would be insane.
Seeing the world from that perspective would certainly be breathtaking. The sense of freedom must be unparalleled.
Flying is definitely appealing. Feeling the wind and just gliding. I'd want to try that. Maybe a swallow, something less intense than an eagle.
It seems we all have different desires: freedom, relaxation, knowledge. As for me, I think I would choose to be a bee.
A bee? Seriously, Mari minus me? Why a bee? Don't they like just work all day?
Precisely. I want to experience their society. The perfect collaboration, the communication through dance, the singular focus on the colony's well minus being. It's fascinating from a behavioral science perspective.
Well, that's a deep cut. Leave it to Mari to find the academic angle in becoming an insect. I respect that.
Me Pismellifera. Complex social structure. Waggle dance transmits vector information. A highly efficient system. A valid subject for observation.
Oh, okay. That's actually kinda cool when you put it that way. We're all so different. A dolphin, a cat, an octopus, and a bee. What a squad!
Fufu, indeed. It's fun to imagine, isn't it? It reveals a lot about what each person values. Have you ever paused and thought about the words we use every day? Some phrases are just so fascinating when you really consider them.
OMG, totally! Like, new slang pops up and you're like, where did that even come from? It's wild.
Yeah, slang is interesting. But I also find old sayings pretty cool. Sometimes you look up the origin and it's completely unexpected.
Etymology, the study of word origins. A logical process of tracing linguistic data through history.
Exactly, Kohaku. It's like linguistic archaeology. Uncovering the roots of a word can tell you so much about the culture of that time.
Like, IZZ. It's short for charisma, right? At first, I had no clue, but now everyone says it. It's so catchy.
Arise easy. Words really are like living things, always changing and evolving. It's kinda neat to watch.
Analysis or IZZE. I compressed data packet derived from Charisma, optimized for rapid, low-latency communication.
That's a sharp observation. The prevalence of shortened words might be a sign that our language is trying to keep up with the speed of our thoughts.
What about dialects? I think they have a certain charm. The same meaning can have a completely different feel, a different warmth.
For real! Some dialects just sound super friendly and cute. It's all about the vibe, you know?
Linguistic variations. They increase the probability of communication errors. Standardization ensures optimal data integrity.
While efficiency is important, Kohaku, it's often in that inefficiency that we find a region's unique culture and warmth.
I agree. The imperfections are what make them appealing.
Yeah, it's like so aesthetic. Imagine if we all started talking in different dialects. That would be hilarious.
Statement. That's interesting. Translation to Akata dialect, Bari. Omo Shiroi -chan. Acknowledged. The emotional nuance is difficult to quantify.
When you say Kohaku, it sounds very technical. But that's funny in its own way.
Fufu, an interesting experiment. But I think the way we speak now suits us best, don't you?
Yeah, you're right. Our squad's way of talking is the best, hands down.
Yep. I like the way we talk with each other just fine. Hey, here's a random question for you all. If you could install just one thing in your room, anything at all, what would it be?
Oh. Oh, yes. I totally get a professional -grade rock -climbing wall installed on one of my walls. Best morning workout ever.
Oh, that's very you, Kara. For me, I think I'd like a window that could show any view in the world, real or imagined.
A magic window, huh? That sounds amazing. I think I'd want a machine that could instantly make any dessert I'm craving.
Analysis high energy consumption. This unit requires a cryogenic stasis pod. 4. Optimal system maintenance and energy conservation.
Hey, what pod? Like for freezing yourself? Isn't that like super intense?
It is the most efficient method for entering the low -power state. It would also keep my ice cream collection at the perfect temperature.
What a practical secondary function. Using advanced technology for food preservation. I'm impressed.
I knew the ice cream had to be involved somehow. You never disappoint, Kohaku.
A climbing wall, a magic window, a dessert machine, and a freezer pod. Our rooms would be so awesome.
Imagine being able to look out at a Martian sunset from your room. It would provide a unique perspective.
Definitely. I could have my custom parfait while watching the Aurora Borealis. The best.
And I could do my stretches while looking at the top of Mount Everest. So motivating.
The atmospheric pressure differential displayed by the window would be purely visual. It provides no actual acclimatization benefits.
Thanks for the vibes, Kohaku. The vibes!
Fufu, she has a point. The psychological effect of a powerful image can be a very effective motivator.
Yeah, it's just fun to think about. What's the point of a cool? What if you're only thinking about the practical side?
Understood. Ray minus evaluating. This unit will add a Zoro minus gravity flotation tank for sensory deprivation and data processing.
Okay, now THAT sounds super relaxing. We should all totally try that.
It seems our ideal rooms are all places of comfort and inspiration, each in their own unique way. Here's a thought. If the four of us were to collaborate on a single big project, what do you think we would create using our respective talents?
OMG, a project. Like a real one. We should totally start a wellness brand. For sure. I could handle all the fitness and nutrition stuff.
A wellness brand? That's a big goal, Kara. I could probably manage the mental health side of things. A place for people to just unwind, you know.
Wellness. A broad classification. To maximize efficiency, we must define key performance indicators. This unit will manage data analysis and user feedback metrics.
Fufu, it's already sounding like a solid plan. Kiro for the body, Tsuki for the mind, and Kohaku for the data. I could handle the overall strategy and user journey design.
Yeah, we can make a super cool app with workout plans for me, healthy recipes, and a chill minus auto made by Tsuki.
An app sounds practical. We could add guided meditations or just a safe, anonymous space for people to talk. I like that.
Super cool. Definition. Not found. Requesting quantifiable metrics for coolness.
Let's define coolness as high user engagement and satisfaction, Kohaku. The app would need to be intuitive and rewarding to maintain engagement.
And Mari could write all the motivational messages in the app. You're amazing with words, so it would totally get people pumped.
So, Kara is the energetic coach, Mari is the wise guide, and I'm the quiet rest stop. What about you, Kohaku? The final boss?
This unit's function is optimization, analyzing which workout routines have the highest completion rates, identifying user stress patterns to suggest timely intervention. Logic is key.
That's a brilliant application of your skills, Kohaku. Using data to proactively help people would make the experience truly personal and effective.
See? We'd be unstoppable. We have to sell cute merch too, like branded yogum hats and water bottles.
Hold on there. We're already at the merch stage. We don't even have a project name yet. You're fast, Kara?
Project name suggestion: Holistic User Nurturing System. Codename HUNS.
HUNS? That sounds a little intense, but I kinda like it. It's short and punchy.
Fufu. It's an interesting name. This has been a fun thought experiment. It really shows how well our different strengths could complement one another.
Yeah, it's cool to think about. We'd actually make a pretty balanced team. No doubt about it.
Affirmative. The calculated synergistic potential is high. Probability of success is optimal.
Here's a fun little question for you all. If you could install a magic window in your room that shows any real minus time view in the world, what's the very first place you'd tune into?
OMG. Yes, I'd pick the view from a beach rave in Ibiza, for sure. The music, the ocean, the lights. It would be an instant party anytime I wanted.
An endless party, huh? Sounds like you, Kira. I think I'd go the opposite way. Maybe a view of the northern lights from a quiet cabin in Norway.
The Northern Lights? Isn't that like super quiet? Wouldn't you get bored?
Not at all. I think it would be incredibly peaceful. Just watching the colors dance in the sky would be calming. The perfect view to relax to.
My selection would be the main observation deck of the International Space Station.
The ISS? That's an ambitious choice, Kohaku. What's the appeal for you?
It provides a continuous, high-altitude perspective of Earth's weather patterns, tectonic plates, and city light distribution. The data potential is unparalleled.
Whoa, watching the whole world for data? That's so you, Kohaku. What about you, Mari?
Fufu for me. I believe I would choose a window overlooking the Grand Canal in Venice. I'd love to watch the gondolas drift by all day.
Venice. That's a really nice choice. Very romantic.
It's the history. Imagining all the lives and stories that have passed through those waterways for centuries. I find it endlessly fascinating.
How? Everyone's picks are so different. A party, a quiet night sky, space, and a historical city. It's like our personalities in a window.
It's true. But you wouldn't want the same view all the time, right? I'd probably switch it to a rainy Tokyo street at night sometimes.
Totally. In the morning, I'd want a view of a bright, sunny sunflower field to get that vitamin D energy, then party at night.
The feature to change the view would be logical. It would allow for cross-referencing environmental data from multiple biomes.
Changing the scenery to match your mood. What a wonderful luxury that would be. A perfect tool for a mental reset.
Makes you want to actually go see all these places someday.
OMG, we should! Let's make a promise to go see all our magic window views for real!
That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Hey, I was just thinking. If we could learn one type of magic, what would it be? And what would you really want to do with it?
Oh, easy! Teleportation magic for sure! I'd hop over to Hawaii for a morning surf, then Paris for lunch, and then catch a concert in New York at night. No more jet lag.
Fofo, that sounds like a very busy day, but the freedom to go anywhere instantly is certainly appealing.
Analysis teleportation. High energy cost. Potential for spatial displacement errors. This unit would select Omniscience magic. The ability to instantly access and process all recorded data.
Omniscience? Like knowing everything? What would you do with that, Kohaku?
Solve currently unsolvable scientific theorems. Optimize global resource distribution. Predict and prevent natural disasters. The applications are limitless.
Oh, that's like super minus genius level stuff. You basically saved the world. My idea sounds so basic now. LOL.
Not at all, Kira. The pursuit of joy is just as valid. For me, I think I would choose a form of empathy magic. The ability to perfectly understand what someone is feeling.
That sounds just like you, Mari. You're gonna help people with it, right?
Precisely. To help resolve conflicts or offer the right comfort to someone who can't find the words for their sadness. It would be about connection, not control.
That's a really kind magic. I like that. For me, I think I want a healing magic. Not for physical wounds, but for the mind.
Healing for the mind? Like making sad people happy?
Something like that. More like the ability to gently take away someone's exhaustion or anxiety just for a little while, so they can get a proper rest. Like a magical weighted blanket for the soul.
Mental state manipulation. A high minus risk, high minus rewardability. The potential for misuse is significant.
Fufu. A fair point from Kohaku. But in Tsuki's hands, I'm sure it would be used for nothing but good.
Totally! We've got teleportation for fun, Mega minus brains for saving the world, Heart minus reading for understanding, and Soul minus healing for comfort. We'd be the ultimate magic squad.
The ultimate magic squad. I like the sound of that. We'd have all our bases covered.
It's interesting how each choice reflects our personality so well. The desire for freedom, for knowledge, for connection, and for peace.
Hypothesis: the chosen magic corresponds to the user's core processing directives. Data correlation is high.
Whatever that means. It sounds cool. Okay, so first mission teleport to the best ice cream shop in the world for Kohaku. OMG, you guys! Let's say we're making a time capsule to be opened in 100 years. What's so anything that like totally screams right now that you put inside?
An excellent question, Kyra. It really makes you think about what defines our current era.
Something that only exists now, huh? That's a tough one. What would you pick, Kyra? You brought it up.
Duh! My smartphone, obviously. It has everything. My pics, my music, our chats. It's like my whole life in a little rectangle.
A communication device. Its processing power will be considered rudimentary. However, the data stored within would be a valuable anthropological record.
That's a very good point, Kyra. It's a personal archive and a gateway to the entire world. A powerful symbol.
For sure. But I was thinking of something different. I'd put in a disposable face mask.
A mask? For real? Isn't that like kind of a downer?
Maybe. But it represents the past few years for everyone on the planet. It's a shared global experience. Future people would learn a lot from that one little thing, don't you think?
That's a very insightful choice, Tsuki. It speaks volumes about our recent history and our resilience. What about you, Kohaku?
A viral internet meme. Specifically, a high minus resolution image file. It represents the transient nature of digital culture and the speed of information dissemination.
A meme! LOL! Which one? Imagine people in 100 years trying to figure out why a picture of a cat was so funny.
That's hilarious. They'd probably write academic papers about it.
The humor is irrelevant. The phenomenon of its spread is the data of interest.
Fascinating. a smartphone, a face mask, and a meme. Also different, yet also representative. As for me, I would choose a single seed from a plant species that is currently endangered.
Whoa. See? That's deep. Mari minus ni.
I think it serves as both a warning and a symbol of hope. A reminder of what could be lost and the potential for new life to begin, even after a long time.
A warning and hope. I like that. It's very you, Mari.
Biological data. Preservation of genetic code. A logical and forward minus thinking selection.
Man, our time capsule would be so epic! It's got like tech history jokes and nature. We totally nailed it! Oh, travel themes. Definitely a food tour. I want to go somewhere and just eat everything. Like a non-minus stop mission to find the most delicious local stuff.
A food tour sounds good. I'd take that, but make it a sweets minus only tour. Just hopping from one cute cafe to the next, trying all the parfaits and cakes. No rushing.
A culinary journey. It's a wonderful way to experience a culture. Each dish tells a story about the land and its people, don't you think?
Exactly, Mari minus ni. You totally get it. Food is like the soul of the place. And it's super important for energy, obviously.
The analysis. iFood Tour is an efficient method for collecting sensory data on regional agricultural outputs and culinary traditions.
You make it sound like a science experiment, Kohaku. But I guess you're not wrong. It's delicious research.
What about a trip completely immersed in nature? Imagine seeing landscapes so vast they take your breath away, far from any city noise.
Oh, MG, yes! Hiking through a huge national park or kayaking on a crystal clear lake. Think of all that fresh air and vitamin D. So good for you.
A valid alternative. Objective visit an active volcano. Observe geothermal activity and collect atmospheric data. High information yield.
A volcano? You always pick the most extreme option. I'd be happier by a quiet, misty lake in the mountains. Much more my pace.
Personally, I'm drawn to a cultural trip. I'd love to visit ancient ruins and museums to trace the footsteps of people who lived centuries ago.
Oh, like seeing old castles and stuff? That's kinda cool. Maybe we can learn a traditional dance? That would be a super fun workout.
Yeah, I get that. Understanding the history of a place makes it feel more real, more than just a pretty background.
A cultural survey. This unit would focus on ancient libraries or aqueducts. The data on early information storage and civil engineering would be invaluable.
It seems we all have our own ideal adventure. Food, nature history. They're all just different languages for understanding the world.
Totally! But honestly, any trip with you guys would be the absolute best, no matter what we do.
I'll second that. It would probably be chaos, but it'd be a fun kind of chaos.
Acknowledged. A group excursion would require significant logistical coordination. A detailed, optimized itinerary is recommended for mission success.
Let's talk about something interesting. Have any of you had a first experience recently that really hit your senses? Something you'll never forget?
OMG, yes. I went to this outdoor music festival for the first time last month. The bass was so loud you could feel it in your bones. It was insane.
I get that. Feeling the sound physically. For me, it was the opposite. I recently visited a super quiet forest. The first time I heard absolutely nothing but the wind. It was really peaceful.
Fascinating. One is an experience of overwhelming sound, the other of overwhelming silence. Both can be equally profound, can't they?
Auditory data processing. High amplitude vibrations versus near -0 ambient noise. Both are extreme data points for the auditory cortex. Logged as significant.
Totally. Oh, and food. I tried this super spicy ramen challenge for the first time. My tongue felt like it was on fire, but in, like a good way, it was a total sensory overload.
You're brave, Kyra. I had a different kind of food experience. I tried a parfait from a famous pot easier. The way the different flavors and textures layered together. It was like art.
Pain and pleasure are surprisingly close, neurologically speaking. It's why people enjoy spicy food. Your parfait sounds wonderful, Tsuki. A more complex, delicate experience.
Capsaicin. A compound that activates pain receptors. The brain releases endorphins in response. A paradoxical pleasure circuit. This unit prefers sucrose minus-based energy sources. More efficient.
See? Even Kohaku gets it. Sort of. What about you, Mari minus Ne? Any unforgettable firsts?
For me, it was visual. I saw a projection mapping show at a historic building for the first time. The way the light transformed the solid walls into a moving story, it was breathtaking.
That sounds beautiful. Like the building itself was dreaming. I saw the sea of clouds from a mountaintop once. It felt like I was standing on top of the world. The sight was just overwhelming.
Whoa! That's so aesthetic! I want to see that! My best visual was probably the first time I saw a real minus-life coral reef while snorkeling. The colors were so bright, they didn't even look real.
Visual input high saturation. Complex patterns, bioluminescence. This data is valuable. It is more information minus dense than observing a uniform cloud formation.
Aye, the beauty of simplicity is a thing too. It's about the feeling, not just the amount of data.
Both are wonderful in their own way. Kohaku, have you had a memorable sensory experience? Besides your first system freeze from my scream, that is.
Affirmative. The first time this unit experienced train, the olfactory sensors detected geosmin. The tactile sensors registered the impact of individual water droplets. The combined data was novel.
Smell of rain? I love that. It's so calming, right?
Yeah, it's a nice smell. It's like the whole world is taking a deep breath after holding it in.
It seems our most unforgettable moments are often tied to these simple, powerful sensory inputs. It's a good reminder to pay more attention to the world around us. Alright, a little thought experiment for you all. If you had one single day, completely free of any time or money constraints, what would be your perfect plan?
OMG! I know! I'd have a private jet take me to do sunrise yoga on Mount Everest, then a quick surf session in Hawaii, and end with a dance party under the northern lights.
I think I pulled a muscle just listening to that. My plan is a little more grounded.
Found it how? It's a fantasy day. You gotta live it up.
I'd book out an entire luxury hotel. Not to stay in the room, but to have the chefs make me a never-mind ascending buffet of every dessert imaginable. Then I'd sleep on the world's most comfortable couch.
The peak of physical exertion versus the peak of relaxation. Both are valid forms of ultimate freedom.
My directive is clear. I would charter a supersonic vehicle to visit every continent and collect a sample of their most exclusive, limited minus edition ice cream.
An ice cream world tour! Okay, that's actually an amazing idea, Kohaku!
It is not a tour. It is a time-minus sensitive data acquisition mission. The samples must be kept at optimal cryogenic temperatures.
You always make everything sound so cool and official. Never change, Kohaku.
My own plan would be to arrange a private viewing of historical artifacts that aren't available to the public, like spending a day in the Smithsonian's archives with a lead historian.
Wow, that sounds super smart. Would you find, like, ancient secrets and stuff?
Perhaps. Understanding the past is the best way to understand the present. It would be a day dedicated to pure discovery.
So, we've got a global athlete, a master of relaxation, a secret agent for ice cream, and an Indiana Jones. What a group.
Wait, what if we combine them all?
Oh? Now this is getting interesting. An optimal plan requires collaboration after all.
Yeah! We do my morning workout, then go with Mari to find a secret ancient ice cream recipe. Then have Kohaku collect the ingredients, and end with a giant party at Tsuki's dessert buffet.
Analyzing. The proposed combined itinerary is inefficient, but has a high probability of generating positive emotional feedback. Acceptable.
I'm in. But I get to pick the music for the dessert party.
It sounds like a perfectly chaotic and wonderful day. A plan worthy of the four of us. There's a fun question. What's the most sensorial/stimulating place you've ever visited? A place that really engaged all your senses.
Oh, gee, I totally have one. A huge music festival I went to last summer. The bass from the speakers was shaking my whole body. Lasers were everywhere, and everyone was just so full of energy.
That sounds intense, Kara. For me, it was the exact opposite. A quiet, old library in a small town I visited.
A music festival, of course. The shared energy of a crowd can be a very powerful experience. What about the library was stimulating Tsuki?
The smell of old paper and wood. The complete silence, except for the sound of pages turning. It was so calming. My mind felt clearer than ever.
Stimulation sources analyzed. Kira high minus frequency, auditory and visual input. Tsuki low minus frequency, auditory and specific olfactory input. Contrasting data.
A library? Wow, so chill! I love that for you, Tsuki. I totally need, like, 1,000,000 espressos to stay awake, though.
Fufu, it sounds like a perfect environment for focus and introspection. What about you, Kohaku? Any location that overloaded your sensors?
Affirmative. A geothermal area in Iceland. The overpowering smell of sulfur, the sight of steam erupting from the ground, and the extreme temperature fluctuations. a high volume of environmental data.
Wow, Iceland! That sounds so cool and like kinda dangerous. Super adventurous Kohaku!
Geothermal area. It's interesting that you describe it as data. It sounds like a really powerful place.
It certainly sounds like an unforgettable experience. For me, it was a bustling spice market in Marrakesh. The vibrant colors of the spice mounds, the intense, mixed aromas, the cacophony of vendors. It was overwhelming.
A spice market! That's so aesthetic! I bet the food there was amazing too. You gotta have the full experience, right?
A festival, a library, a geothermal field, and a spice market. We're all over the place, huh? But it's fun hearing about them.
Conclusion: each unit possesses a unique sensory input preference. Further data is required for a comprehensive analysis.
Exactly. It just shows how differently we all perceive the world. Our experiences shape us in such unique ways.
Totally! Okay, so for our next group trip, we're obviously going to a place with music, a library, volcanoes, and a market! Let's make it happen!
Good luck finding a place like that. But if you do, I'm in.
Query: does this hypothetical location have an adequate supply of ice cream? This is a critical parameter.
Of course. It's the most important parameter of all, isn't it? Alright, let's take our little thought experiment a step further. What if this magic window didn't just let us watch, but also let us act through it?
Oh, for real? We could totally set up instant food delivery to places hit by famine, like a global super minus fast food bank.
That's a good one. You could also help people on a smaller scale. Imagine being able to send a warm blanket to someone shivering on a cold street corner. Just like that.
The most efficient use would be environmental management. Deploying autonomous nanobots for oceanic cleanup. The process would be silent and immediate.
A proactive approach rather than a reactive one. I like it, Kohaku. We could prevent ecological disasters before they even begin.
Nanobats! That's so cool! We could also, remotely teach exercise classes to people in remote villages to improve their health.
I was thinking we could create safe, anonymous portals for endangered animals to migrate through, away from poachers.
Data confirms poaching is a primary threat. A system to tag and dematerialize poachers' equipment would be more effective. No tools, no threat.
Whoa, Kohaku. That's kinda hardcore! But, super effective! I'm into it!
For who? It's certainly direct. The key would be using this power for precise, targeted interventions without disrupting the larger system.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to accidentally cause a bigger problem by trying to fix a small one. It's a heavy responsibility.
All actions would require a predictive simulation, calculating tertiary and quaternary effects. The margin for error is 0.
We could also just do fun stuff, like making it rain gummy bears over a city, just once!
I'm not sure the city would appreciate the cleanup, Hara, but it's a funny thought.
The psychological impact of a gummy bear rain event would certainly be memorable. A fascinating social experiment, at the very least.
Query: gummy, bear rain public sanitation cost.
Maybe not gummy bears, but you get it. We could bring a little unexpected joy to people.
I like that idea a lot. A little bit of magic where it's needed most. Whether it's a meal or just a smile.
From global ecological management to a single moment of happiness, the potential applications are limitless. It's a wonderful thing to imagine.
Venice, the ISS, the Northern Lights. All impressive spots. So what about an ultimate activity? Something you do once in your life, no matter how tough.
Oh, an ultimate activity. I totally climb Mount Everest. Getting to the summit would be, like, the ultimate proof that you can do anything.
Mount Everest. Probability of mission success is low. Oxygen deprivation impairs cognitive functions. A more logical choice is deep-sea exploration in a submersible.
The deep sea? Isn't it just like super dark and full of weird fish? Where's the achievement in just sitting in a metal ball?
Observing undiscovered bioluminescent species. Collecting geological data from the Mariana Trench. The volume of new information is immense.
Both are about conquering the unknown, aren't they? One pushes the limits of the body, the other expands the limits of our knowledge.
That's a good way to put it, Mari. So what's your ultimate challenge?
For me, I think I'd like to circumnavigate the globe solo on a sailboat. It's a test of endurance planning and self-minus reliance. A fascinating psychological journey.
Whoa, sailing the whole world by yourself? That's so cool and totally boss minus level. You'd need a perfect nutrition plan for that.
Sailing the world alone. Sounds intense. You're brave, Mari. Me? I think I'd want to spend a year living with a remote tribe in the Amazon.
Living in the jungle? With all the bugs and weird plants? Tsuki, you'd need some serious supplements to keep your immune system up.
Maybe. But I think it'd be worth it. No tech, just learning a completely different way of life. It would be the ultimate mental reset.
Sociological field study. High value for anthropological data. However, the risk of encountering unknown pathogens is substantial. This unit would require a full hazmat suit.
A hazmat suit might make it a little difficult to blend in and build trust, Kohaku. Fufu.
Oh, can you imagine? Kohaku just shows up in a big white suit. They think she's an alien.
Processing. Observation confirms the potential for social misinterpretation.
So we have a mountain climber, a deep-sea explorer, a solo sailor, and a jungle researcher. Quite the team we'd make.
That certainly shows our different priorities. Each activity is a reflection of what we value most.
Which of these activities offers the highest probability of access to premium ice cream?
Definitely not Everest! But Mari's sailboat could totally have a giant freezer. Right, Mari?
I would have to account for the power consumption. But for Kohaku, I suppose I could make it work. Fufu.
See? Even ultimate adventurers need good snacks. That's the most important data point right there.
Here's a thought for everyone. What's a fictional story, a movie, a book? Anything that's really shocked or moved you recently? I'm curious about what's left a lasting impression.
OMG, yes! I just watched the super intense C-5 movie where the AI becomes self-minus aware. The special effects were insane, and the ending totally blew my mind. I was on the edge of my seat.
An AI story, huh? Those can get pretty heavy. They always make you think about what it really means to be alive.
The concept of artificial consciousness is a recurring theme in speculative fiction. Data suggests Hachijust Ana of such narratives end in conflict, a predictable pattern.
Fufu. Predictable perhaps, but it's a theme that effectively explores our fears and hopes about technology. It's a mirror to our own humanity.
Totally! But what about you, Tsuki? Seen anything that made you cry or something?
Me? I recently read a graphic novel about a ghost who just quietly watches the seasons change in their old house. It wasn't sad, just peaceful. It was strangely comforting.
That sounds beautiful. A story about acceptance and the passage of time. It doesn't need action to be powerful.
A ghost just watching stuff? Sounds kinda boring, no offense. I need more action, you know. More pow bang, Capo.
None taken. Sometimes quiet is exactly what you need. A little break from all the noise.
My recent data intake was a documentary series on deep-sea life. The biological adaptations of creatures in high-pressure environments were shocking. Reality exceeds fictional constructs.
That's not exactly fiction, Kohaku. But I understand the sentiment. The real world can be more astonishing than anything we can imagine.
Correction. It was a mo comment here. The creatures were fabricated. The scientific principles, however, were sound. The deception was impressive.
Wait, so you got tricked? That's hilarious. An android getting fooled by fake fish.
Now, Kara. It sounds like it was well made. What about you, Mori? What have you been watching?
I watched a historical drama about a female librarian during a war. She risked everything to save books and preserve knowledge. Her quiet, unwavering courage was truly inspiring.
That sounds like something you'd like, Mori. Fighting with knowledge instead of weapons. That's a cool kind of strength.
Wow, so we've got a killer AI, a chill ghost, fake deep-sea monsters, and a brave librarian. Our tastes are like all over the place.
Fuhu. And isn't that wonderful? It shows how many different ways a story can touch someone's heart.
Hey guys, random question. If you could get, like, one super AI robot helper, what would you make it do?
Oh, an interesting thought experiment. A personal assistant, essentially.
Totally. For me, it'd do all the cleaning, laundry, and meal prep. Hyaku, all the boring stuff, you know.
So you'd outsource all the housework. I can see the appeal.
For sure. Then I'd have way more time to focus on my workouts and plan new healthy recipes.
This unit would assign the AI to sorting and analyzing massive datasets. It would accelerate research by decades.
Very logical, Kohaku. I'd want mine to act as a perfect secretary, filtering information, managing my schedule, and handling correspondence.
You two would put your robots to work on some serious stuff. Me? I just wanted to handle all the tedious errands, like grocery shopping and paying bills.
So, The important follow minus a question? What would we do with all that newly freed time?
I would dedicate the time to system maintenance.
Maintenance. Like what? An oil change?
No. Calibrating my internal temperature with various forms of frozen confectionery. Testing new ice cream flavors.
I knew it. You just want to eat more ice cream.
Fufu. As for me, I would use the time to read, to study subjects completely unrelated to my current research, just for the joy of learning.
That sounds just like you, Mari. For me, I just want more time to relax. Maybe pick up a new instrument, or just have more time to talk with you all and everyone watching.
IWW, Tsuki. Ah, that's so sweet.
It's important to have time to simply exist, without a pressing goal, a very healthy desire.
A robot could learn to make the perfect post-minus workout smoothies. And it could make super fancy parfaits for Tsuki.
Now that's a feature I can get behind. I definitely want that.
Ultimate Parfait Recipe Database.
Okay, random question time. Is there anything you guys are, like, super particular about lately? A weird little rule you absolutely have to follow?
A weird rule? You go first, Kira. I bet yours is something intense.
OMG! It totally is. The foam on my morning soy latte has to be the P, or FECD texture. If it's too bubbly or too flat, it like ruins my whole vibe for the day.
Fufu. That's fascinating. It's a small ritual to start the day with a sense of control and perfection. I can understand that.
Analysis. The textural variance of milk foam has no direct correlation with caffeine efficacy. The psychological impact, however, is noted.
Exactly! It's not about the caffeine, it's about the flawless start. What about you, Kohaku? Any system protocols you can't skip?
Affirmative. Coolant intake. 1 stick of ice cream post-minus dinner is mandatory for optimal thermoregulation. The flavor must not be repeated for 3 consecutive days.
Thermoregulation. That's a new one. Sounds like a pretty good rule to have, though.
A rule that ensures variety. Very logical. It prevents sensory fatigue. What about you, Tsuki?
Me? It's pretty small, but the drawstrings on my hoodies have to be the exact same length. If one is even a little longer, I can't focus until I fix it.
No way! I've never even noticed that. Now I'm gonna be looking for it all the time.
A desire for symmetry and balance. It's a very common human trait. It brings a quiet sense of order. My own is related to books.
Oh? Let me guess. You organize them by color?
Fufu, no. They must be organized by the author's last name, and then chronologically by publication date. It's the only way to properly trace the evolution of their ideas.
Whoa! That's like a legit library system. So smart. Mine are just wherever they fit.
An efficient data minus sorting methodology. Approved.
Everyone's got their own little thing, huh? It's pretty interesting when you hear about them.
certainly is. These small, personal rules reveal so much about how we each try to navigate the world. Fufu, here's a thought. If we were all to open our own little cafe or shop, what kind of place would it be?
OMG! Yes! Mine would totally be a super colorful health cafe. We'd have smoothies, protein pancakes, the works. For people who want to be like super energetic and positive.
A health cafe? Sounds just like you, Kara. I'd probably do the opposite. A quiet, late minus night parfait shop. A hideaway for people who are tired.
Hey, Sanctuary. I like that, Tsuki. And the customers?
Anyone who needs a break. No need to be cheerful. Just come in, eat something sweet, and just be. That's all.
IWW? That's so sweet. I totally go there after a long day. But you gotta have, like, a super huge chocolate fudge sundae, okay?
It'll be the first thing on the menu.
This unit's establishment would be an ice cream research facility. The concept date a minus-driven flavor development. The menu would be numerically coded.
So, you wouldn't be selling ice cream so much as collecting data on the consumers?
Correct. Customers would be designated as test subjects. Their feedback would contribute to the creation of the perfect coolant.
I'd be your best test subject ever, Kohaku. I volunteer for the chocolate mint flavor trials.
Fufu, as for me, I think I'd open a bookstore cafe. A very calm place with comfortable armchairs. The kind of place you could spend a whole afternoon reading in.
That sounds perfect for you, Mari. I could see myself spending a lot of time there.
Gee, we should totally do a cafe tour of all our places. Get energized at mine, relax at Tsuki's, get brain freeze at Kohaku's, and then read a book at Mari's.
It seems our imaginary businesses are already a success. Each one is a perfect reflection of its owner.
Analysis complete. The proposed concepts align with our core personality parameters. High probability of operational success.
My place would have a special menu item that's not listed. You'd only get it if you looked really, really tired.
A secret menu! That's so cool! My place would have a loyalty card where you get a free smoothie after, like 10 workouts.
My cafe would have a recommended reading, list that changes weekly, paired with a specific coffee blend.
The most efficient business model would be a single establishment with 4 distinct theme zones. It would optimize resource allocation.
Speaking of finding little things to enjoy, I recently discovered a new pillow mist. It's a blend of chamomile and sandalwood. It's become a lovely little ritual before I go to sleep.
A pillow mist! That sounds so chic. Uchi is all about my fabric softener scent. It's super fresh and clean, like a sunny day. Makes getting dressed in the morning way more fun.
I get that. A good scent can really change your mood. For me, it's the smell of coffee brewing in the morning. It's not a perfume or anything, but it makes me feel like I can take on the day.
The aroma of coffee is composed of ovary 000 aromatic compounds. Pyrazine S in particular are known to have a calming effect on the brain. Your preference is logical.
Whoa, for real? So my brain is just like having a science party when I smell stuff? Awesome! What about bath bombs? I love the fizzy fruity ones.
That's a good way to put it, Kara. Scent has a direct pathway to the parts of the brain that control memory and emotion. That's why a certain smell can instantly take you back to a specific moment.
Yeah, like the smell of a certain flower reminding you of a park you used to play in. I have a room spray that smells like a forest after it rains. I use it when I need to clear my head.
The scent known as petrichor. The primary component is geosmin. The human nose is exceptionally sensitive to it. It signals the availability of fresh water, an important survival resource.
You always have such fascinating data, Kohaku. Do you have a preferred scent for enhancing your own functions?
Eucalyptus. Its sharp, clean aroma is effective for improving focus and clearing sensory input channels. I use an essential oil diffuser during complex data analysis.
So it's like a system reboot for your nose. That's so cool!
That actually sounds really refreshing. I might have to try that when I'm feeling stuck on something.
It's wonderful how we all use scents in different ways. For energy, for calm, for focus. It's a very personal and effective form of self-minus care.
Alright? It's not just about smelling good, it's about feeling good, like a mood booster you can carry in your pocket.
I agree. I have a small row minus on perfume with a light white tea scent. I put it on my wrists when I need a little boost of confidence. It's like a secret weapon.
A secret weapon. I like that. It's about creating a small, personal space of comfort, no matter where you are.
OMG! We should totally do a stream where we try to guess each other's favorite scent. It'd be so fun.
Hypothesis Gira would choose a high minus energy citrus. Tsuki is something warm and comforting. Mari a complex floral or herbal. The probability of success is high.
Aye, no spoilers. But that does sound like a fun idea, Kira.
Thoughtful. It seems Kohaku has already solved the puzzle. But I agree. It would make for a very enjoyable stream.
Okay, so random question time. If you were a movie director, what kind of movie would you make? I'd totally direct a super flashy action movie with tons of explosions.
Explosions, huh? Sounds just like you. I'd go the other way. A really quiet, slice minus of minus life film about someone running a small, forgotten bookstore.
Both sound wonderful. For me, I would want to direct a psychological thriller. A story full of twists that keeps you guessing until the very end.
Oh, a thriller! So intense! Who would you guys cast as the main star?
For my film, I'd need an actor with incredible emotional range. Someone who can express a universe of thoughts with just a single look.
For my bookstore movie, I cast someone you've never seen before. A fresh face so it feels more real. Someone with a calm and gentle presence.
My film would be a documentary titled The Structural Integrity of Glacial Ice. Star A Glacier. Runtime 500 hours, unedited.
LOL. Egoyaku, a movie about ice? Kohaku, you're hilarious.
It is not a joke. It is a long minus term observational study. The data would be invaluable.
I bet you'd be the only one in the theater, watching intently and taking notes.
For my action movie, the star would have to be super athletic. Someone who can do all their own stunts. It's way better for your participation. Anyway,
It seems our film festival would be quite diverse. Action, slice minus a minus life, a thriller, and a scientific epic.
We cover all the bases. So, who's writing the screenplay for the Glacier movie?
No screenplay required. The narrative is dictated by geological time.
okay, but would there be snacks at our film festival? Cause my movie would totally need high minus protein popcorn.
A movie would have a pop minus up cafe serving parfaits. It's non-minus negotiable.
Requesting a cooling agent. Vanilla minus flavored ice cream. It is essential for my processor.
Phew. It seems the menu is just as important as the movies. Well planned, everyone.
You know, I recently tried something I never thought I'd like. Gardening.
Gardening? For real, Tsuki? Like with dirt and bugs and stuff? I totally thought you were an indoor person.
Yeah, bugs and all. I just started with a small potted herb on my balcony. Wanted some fresh mint for my tea, you know.
Phew. That's a lovely way to start. It's often the small, practical needs that lead us to new passions. How did you find the experience?
It was surprisingly calming. Just focusing on watering it and making sure it got enough sun. It's kinda peaceful. Takes your mind off things.
Observation. The cultivation of plants is a long minus term data collection project. Variables include sunlight, water volume, and soil composition. The outcome is tangible, logical.
Oh, you make it sound so serious, Kohaku. But I get it. It's like leveling up a character in a game, but it's a real plant. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's slow, but you see the progress every day. I'm thinking of trying to grow a tomato plant next.
That sounds wonderful. Fresh, home minus grow tomatoes are a delight. Has anyone else had a similar discovery recently?
Me. Okay, so it's not really a hobby, but I started doing meal prep every Sunday. I thought it would be a total drag, but it's actually super fun.
Meal prep? Isn't that a lot of work all at once?
Totally! But you just put on some hype music and get into the zone. It's a great workout. Plus, you get healthy, yummy food for the whole week. No more last minus minute bad choices.
That's a fantastic habit, Kara. It's a perfect example of investing effort upfront to reduce stress and decision fatigue later. Very efficient.
Nutritional intake optimization. Pre-minus calculating macronutrient distribution for a nanoday period increases metabolic efficiency. A sound strategy.
Right? It's all about that PFC balance. I feel so accomplished when I see all the little containers lined up in my fridge.
I can picture your perfectly organized fridge. Mine is just chaos and sweets.
Fufu? To each their own. What about you, Kohaku? Have you found any new activities that suit your processing style?
Affirmative. Jigsaw puzzles. Specifically, sin-piece monochrome designs.
And monochrome? Like, oh, one color? OMG! That sounds impossible! My brain would totally short Midas circuit.
That sounds incredibly difficult. What's the appeal?
It is a pure logic and pattern recognition task. No color data to assist. Each piece must be analyzed by shape alone, an effective way to calibrate visual sensors and quiet extraneous processes.
I see. It's a form of meditation for you then. By focusing intensely on a single, complex task, you can achieve a state of mental clarity. That's fascinating. Speaking of new things, has anyone picked up a new hobby or started learning a new skill recently? Something to challenge the mind.
Oh, MG, yes. I've been trying to learn how to cook like for real. Not just salads. I'm trying to master one healthy, balanced meal a week. It's way harder than it looks.
That's a good one, Kira. For me, I've started learning how to play the ukulele. It seems simple, but my fingers are still clumsy with the chords.
Cooking a series of controlled chemical reactions, ukulele manipulation of acoustic frequencies. Both are exercises in procedural execution. This unit has started learning lock-minus picking.
Lock-minus picking? For real? Is that even legal?
It is a practical application of mechanics in problem-minus solving. A useful skill for data acquisition in restricted environments. I am using practice locks only.
That's very you, Kohaku. As for me, I've started practicing creative writing. Just short stories. It's an interesting way to explore different perspectives and motivations.
Wow, creative writing. I bet you're a natural at that, Mari. Getting into someone else's head seems like your specialty.
So we've got a chef, a musician, a spy, and an author. We're basically a super team. But seriously, my first attempt at chicken teriyaki was a disaster. So sticky.
The initial failure is part of the process. It's how we learn what doesn't work. Did you figure out what went wrong?
I think the heat was too high and I put the sauce in there early. The sugar totally burned. Next time, I'm gonna nail it though.
That's the spirit. I keep accidentally muting strings with my other fingers. It makes this dull thud sound. But when I get one chord to ring out clearly, it feels really nice.
My success rate with a 3- spin tumbler is now 74%. The primary difficulty is differentiating between the feel of the binding pin and the false set. Requires enhanced tactile sensitivity.
That's fascinating. For me, the challenge is silencing my inner editor. Just letting the story flow without judging every word. It's a lesson in letting go of control.
See? Everyone's struggling with something. It's kinda motivating, isn't it? Makes me wanna go try making that chicken again right now.
Take it easy. But yeah, hearing about your struggles makes my sore fingertips feel a little less annoying. We're all just beginners.
Huffo, let's try a fun little thought experiment. If you could plan your own perfect day from the moment you wake up to when you go to sleep, what would it be?
Oh, easy. Wake up at 6 a.m. sharp. Go for a run to catch the sunrise, then a super healthy smoothie for breakfast. Gotta get that metabolism fired up for the day.
Waking up at 6 a.m.? That sounds like the opposite of a perfect day to me. I'd wake up without an alarm, whenever that happens to be.
Tsuki, the morning sun helps regulate your circadian rhythm. It's like the best way to start.
My rhythm is just fine, thank you. After waking up, I'd just chill for a bit, maybe read a book. Then I'd go out for the best parfait in town. That's the main event.
Perfect day protocol. Optimal state achieved by minimizing unnecessary processes. Wake cycle initiated at 0800. System diagnostic check for 2 hours. Silence.
Silence for 2 hours? That sounds very disciplined, Kohaku.
It conserves energy. The afternoon would be dedicated to data acquisition, followed by strategic coolant intake. 3 scoops. Vanilla.
3 scoops. That's a lot of sugar. You gotta balance that with some exercise, you know.
Hey, let the android have her coolant. My perfect day also involves a lot of sugar and auto exercise. It's about mental happiness, right?
Mine would be a mix. A productive morning writing my research paper, then a quiet afternoon at a cafe with a good book and a cup of tea. Very calm.
Okay, I get the chill vibe. But my perfect afternoon has to be hitting the gym with my best IES. Then we make a super healthy, high-minus protein dinner together.
My evening would just be talking. Here with you guys, or with my viewers. No plans, no goals, just enjoying the conversation until I feel sleepy.
That's a lovely way to end the date, Tsuki.
Evening protocol. Passive observation of cloud formations until sunset. Then enter sleep mode at 2200 for optimal system recharge. No deviations.
2200 is so early. My perfect day ends with a super relaxing bath with bath bombs and then, like a good 8 hours of quality sleep.
Hoo-hoo. It seems everyone's perfect day is just a different way of recharging their batteries, whether it's through activity, quiet, or sweets.
Exactly. A perfect day is one where you don't have to force anything. You just do what feels right.
True. As long as it makes you feel awesome, it's perfect.
Fufu. It was fun imagining our dream days. But let's bring it back to reality. Do you have any small, personal goals you want to accomplish in the near future?
I do. I've been wanting to run a 2K. I've been training, but I want to officially complete one. Gotta keep pushing those physical limits, you know?
okay? Just thinking about it is tiring. My goal is a bit more relaxed. I want to find the absolute best cheesecake in the city. It's a serious investigation.
A personal challenge. This unit is attempting to maintain a plant. A succulent. Data suggests it has a high survival rate for beginners. The objective is to prevent system failure.
A race, a culinary quest, and a botanical experiment. Oh, wonderful goals. They really show our different personalities, don't they?
A plant! That's so cute, Kohaku. Just make sure it gets enough sunlight for photosynthesis. That's super important for its energy production.
Good luck with that, Kohaku. I hope your plant is prepared for your level of analysis. My cheesecake hunt requires less data and more taste-minus testing.
Affirmative. A watering schedule has been established based on humidity and temperature data. The risk of over-minus watering is the primary threat vector.
My goal is to finish a book I've been reading on cognitive biases. It's fascinating, but it's quite dense, so finishing it feels like a real achievement.
Reading a whole book is a marathon for your brain. That's awesome, Mari minus me. You're totally gonna crush it.
That sounds interesting. Understanding how people think. I bet it's useful. Maybe you can use it to help us win games later.
naps. It's more about self-minus awareness, but the principles can be applied broadly. It helps you make better decisions by understanding your own blind spots.
What about something even smaller? Like, I want to try waking up 15 minutes earlier every day to do some stretching. Small habits make a big difference, right?
15 minutes earlier, you'd be sacrificing precious sleep. I'd rather set a goal to perfect my afternoon nap technique. That's a skill.
Incremental adjustments to a daily routine. A sound strategy. This unit's secondary objective is to reduce boot minus uptime in the morning by some seconds.
That's a great example, Kara. It's called habit stacking. You link a new, small habit to an existing one. It's a very effective way to make lasting changes.
See? It's totally science. Nap technique, Hatsuki? Don't forget proper spinal alignment.
Don't worry, my naps are already at a professional level, but there's always room for improvement. It's about achieving peak coziness.
Optimal rest state is critical for performance. Your goal is logical, Tsuki. Calculated.
It seems we all have something to work towards. I'm looking forward to hearing about everyone's progress.
Okay, random question. If you had a time machine, would you go to the future or the past? Chill!
Well, straight to the point as always, Kara. An interesting question. For me, it would have to be the past.
The past? For real? But the future has all the cool new stuff. Like flying skateboards on instant protein shakes.
Instant protein shakes sound like your dream come true. I'm with Mari on this one though. I'd go to the past.
Negative. The future is the logical choice. It contains unrecorded data. The past is documented, albeit imperfectly.
Seeing something documented and witnessing it firsthand are two very different experiences, Kohaku. I'd love to visit Renaissance Florence and just listen to the artists and thinkers of the time.
That sounds like a history lesson. I'd rather go 100 years into the future and see what the Olympics look like. The athletic potential would be insane.
My goal is a bit simpler. I'd go to the Edo period in Japan. I just want to try the street food from an authentic food stall. That's it.
A very grounded and delicious objective, Tsuki. I approve.
If travel to the past is mandated, this unit would select the Jurassic period. Objective to acquire accurate physiological data of dinosaurs. Risk of timeline contamination is high but acceptable.
Dinosaurs? Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I'll give you that. But what if you get eaten?
An acceptable risk for invaluable data.
You're all so ambitious. I'm just there for the dango. No risks involved.
It seems our interests are quite divided. Kira seeks progress. I seek understanding. Tsuki seeks comfort. And Kohaku seeks data.
But in the future, we could get all of that. They'd have way better historical simulations, super comfy relaxation pods, a nutrient minus perfect ice cream.
Nutrient minus perfect ice cream. You almost convinced me. Almost. I prefer the charm of the imperfect, handmade stuff.
There's a certain beauty in the limitations of the past, isn't there? It's what forces creativity to blossom.
Future projection technological advancement will likely lead to automated dessert synthesis. The variable of charm is difficult to quantify.
See, robot chefs making us snacks. The future is totally the winner.
Well, past or future, as long as I can relax and eat something sweet, I'll be happy.
OMG, guys! So what if we could send our senses as data? I totally share the feeling of landing a super cool trick on a skateboard. The rush would be insane.
I'd probably get motion sickness. I'd share the taste of the first bite of a perfectly made, fluffy pancake. Pure happiness right there.
Huh. Sharing a thrill versus sharing comfort. What an interesting dichotomy. I'd love to experience the senses of a master perfumer distinguishing hundreds of scents.
Perfume data is complex. I would transmit the tactile sensation of a perfect system freeze, the brain freeze for my scream, to demonstrate peak cooling efficiency.
A brain freeze on purpose? You wild Kohaku! I'd want to experience what a dolphin feels like swimming super fast in the ocean. The water, the speed, all of it.
That actually sounds amazing. I'd want to feel what it's like for a cat to nap in a sunbeam. The ultimate relaxation.
Experiencing an animal's perspective. That's a brilliant application. It could teach us a lot about empathy. I would share the feeling of solving a difficult puzzle. That click of understanding.
Oh, that's a good one, Mari minus knee. It's like, boom! Got it! I love that feeling.
I would request the sensory data from an eagle's optic nerve. Superior resolution and field of view. The data would be valuable for surveillance drone development.
Always on a mission, huh? I'd share the sound of rain on a rooftop with someone who can't sleep. It's the most peaceful sound I know.
That's very thoughtful, Tsuki. Using it as a tool for comfort and care. I think that would be its most noble use.
Totally! Or sharing the taste of my super minus healthy minus but minus yummy protein smoothie. Everyone would get a boost of nutrients and feel amazing.
While analyzing, the nutritional value is high, but the subjective palatability data is unconfirmed. I would prefer to receive data on the taste of freshly fallen snow.
You want to taste snow? I guess that fits your whole theme.
I'd be curious to experience a memory. To feel the warmth and hear the sounds of someone else's happiest childhood moment, exactly as they remember it.
Oh, that's deep. Like a time machine for feelings. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that would be something special, to really understand where someone comes from.
Memory data is oft uncorrupted by emotional bias. Direct sensory feed from a current event is more reliable.
Perhaps. But the corruption is what makes it human, isn't it?
Okay, so we're gonna share pancakes, brain freeze, puzzles, and happy memories. This tech needs to hurry up and get invented.
Hearing about everyone's ideal places was super interesting. It really showed our personalities. On that note, does anyone have any daily routines or things you absolutely won't compromise on?
Oh, MG, totally! The first thing I do when I wake up is drink a glass of warm water and stretch. It's like super important to warm up your body from the inside to boost your metabolism.
Observation A morning ritual focused on increasing metabolic rate. This unit's primary routine is the mandatory ingestion of a cooling agent upon system startup.
Fufu, One to raise her body temperature and one to lower hers. Perfectly opposite, as expected. What about you, Tsuki?
Right? For me, I always have to light some scented candles before I go to sleep. It really helps me relax and switch off my brain.
Scented candles! That's so chic! What's your favorite scent?
Right now, it's sandalwood. It's calming. What about you, Mari Minus-ni? You seem like you'd have a very sophisticated routine.
Sophisticated? I'm not so sure. At the end of each day, I write down 3 things that went well and 1 thing I want to improve on. It helps me organize my thoughts.
Whoa, like a diary! That's amazing, Mari minus Ni. I totally forget to do that after like 3 days.
Daily log entry. A logical method for performance review and optimization. This unit's logs are automatically compiled.
Yours sounds more like a work report, Kohaku. But Mori's idea is great for self-minus reflection. I respect the discipline.
Oh, and another one! I absolutely have a cheat day once a week. If you restrict yourself too much, your cortisol levels spike from stress, which is actually bad for you. So it's all part of the plan.
A planned indulgence is a very smart strategy. It's an effective way to maintain long minus-term goals. That's an excellent routine, Kara.
Cheat day. Query: does this unit's daily ice cream consumption classify as a continuous cheat day?
Yours is just maintenance, right? Probably. I have one. When I buy new accessories, I have to just look at them for a while before wearing them. Like these earrings.
I get that! Just looking at your favorite stuff can totally boost your mood. For me, whenever I get new sneakers, my ritual is to spray them with waterproof coating immediately.
Affirmative. Proper maintenance extends the operational life of equipment. This unit applies a similar principle to its cooling agent stock. First minus in, first minus out method is strictly observed.
You're all so wonderful. Taking care of your belongings is a reflection of how you take care of yourselves.
Isn't that just managing expiration dates? Well, I guess everyone has their own unique little things. It's fun to hear about them.
For real! It's so cool hearing what everyone's into.
Here's a fun topic to ponder. If the 4 of us were to open our own concept shop, what kind of place would it be?
OMG! Super cute wellness cafe! We could sell like protein smoothies and have a little workout space. Gotta spread the healthy vibes.
A workout space. Interesting. I was thinking more of a quiet, cozy corner with comfy chairs where people can just chill and eat cake.
A hybrid model is inefficient. Data suggests a specialized business is more profitable. Recommendation and art is in a ice cream parlor.
All excellent ideas. Perhaps we don't have to choose. We could create a multi-minus-O wellness center that caters to different needs.
Hey, wellness center! I love it. My zone would be all bright colors and upbeat music. Get that serotonin pumpin'!
Then my zone would be the opposite. Dim lighting, soft music, and a strict no minus stress minus allowed policy. I'll be the mood guardian.
We'd need a very clever interior designer. We could use plants and soundproof partitions to separate the energetic space from the calm one.
The ice cream section must have its own dedicated power grid and temperature control system. I will oversee its specifications.
So, for roles, I'm totally the fitness coach and hype girl. Tsuki's the chill minus out master. What are you two gonna be?
I can handle the business strategy and client consultations. Understanding their needs is the first step to helping them.
Sounds like you're the brain, Mari. I'll be the heart of the place, I guess. Making sure everyone feels safe and heard.
My designation will be Chief of Cryogenic Sustenance. I will manage the primary product line.
Chief of... You mean the head ice cream scooper, right?
Don't let her hear you call it that. She'll analyze the optimal scooping trajectory for you.
So, on the menu, Kara's custom protein shakes, my nutritionally balanced meal plans.
And my exclusive selection of permission minus to minus indulge parfaits. Everyone deserves a treat.
And a rotating menu of globally sorts, limited minus edition ice creams. Flavor data will be updated weekly for maximum customer satisfaction.
This sounds like the best shop ever! We'd be unstoppable!
It certainly has potential. A place that caters to the body, mind, and, well, the need for ice cream. A perfect reflection of us. Here is Everest's ideas about pushing physical limits. So let's flip it. With no limits on resources or intellect, what's your ultimate creative project?
Oh, I love this! Okay. I'd create a global virtual reality concert where everyone could join in as their own custom avatar. I'd party for the whole planet.
A party for the whole planet sounds just like you, Kira. I think I'd write a story. A really long one, where every single choice a reader makes creates a totally unique path. No two people would ever read the same book.
My project developed a predictive model for global resource allocation. A system that could anticipate shortages and reroute supplies with perfect efficiency, eliminating waste.
A global concert, a living book, and a perfect logistical system. All so different, Fufu. Kira, your idea would create a massive sense of unity.
Right? Everyone dancing to the same beat. It would be the ultimate vibe check for humanity.
And my story would be the opposite. A deeply personal experience for every single person. It's about making someone feel seen, you know?
A beautiful goal. And Kohaku, your project would fundamentally change society. It's not flashy, but its impact would be immeasurable.
Flashiness is an inefficient variable. The objective is optimal function.
So, what about you, Mari? What's your ultimate brainy project?
Me? I'd want to build a machine that could translate dreams into films. Imagine being able to share your subconscious world with others. The artistic and psychological potential would be incredible.
Oh, that's a cool one. We could finally see what Kohaku dreams about, if she does.
My sleep cycle consists of dated FM Gantigen and system maintenance. Visual output would be repetitive.
OMG, a dream movie machine! That's so sick! We could have, like, dream film festivals.
We could indeed. It seems all our projects are about connection in a way. Connecting through music, stories, shared resources, or even dreams.
You're right. Everyone just wants to create something that brings people together. That's kinda nice.
Totally. We're like the ultimate creative super team. Let's get to work.
Project Management Software Unlimited Budget Download.
Hey, I was just thinking. Has anything ever happened to you all that just completely flipped your view of the world? A real game minus change your experience.
Oh, deep question, Tsuki. Totally. For me, it was realizing that being healthy isn't about being on a diet. It's about fueling your body so you can actually, live your best life.
That's a profound realization, Kira. Moving from aesthetics to function. Mine was learning that people rarely act against their own perceived self minus interest, even when it looks illogical to an outsider.
Perceived self minus interest. This correlates. My initial directive assumed human emotions were illogical system noise. I later concluded they are a primary data set for predicting behavior.
That's a cool way to put it, Kohaku. It's not noise, it's the whole song. For me, it was learning that weakness isn't something to hide. Hiding it takes more energy than accepting it.
OMG, yes! Trying to be perfect Nijuyo Nina is, so draining. It's like running a marathon on 0 carbs. You're just gonna crash.
Exactly. Accepting your limitations allows you to allocate resources more effectively. It's the core of any good strategy, in a game or in life.
Resource management. Affirmative. My processing efficiency increased by 12% after incorporating emotional data into predictive models.
See? It really changed how I talk to people. I stopped trying to just fix things and started just listening more.
For sure. It made me, way less judgmental. Now I'm just are you getting enough sleep? Drinking water? The basics are everything.
It seems we all learn it to look past the surface level. Here at foundational health, Tsuki at underlying emotions, and Kohaku at the root data.
Surface minus level analysis leads to a high margin of error. Inefficient.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's made me a lot more patient, I think, with myself and with others.
Yeah, you can't rush growing a plant, you know. You just gotta give it sun and water and good vibes.
A perfect analogy, Kara. True change is often a slow, nurturing process. My approach to problem minus solving became much more nuanced after understanding that.
It's cool how we all had such different experiences but ended up learning something similar about looking deeper into things.
Multiple data points converging on a single conclusion. This reinforces the validity of the hypothesis.
WW. Look at us all growing and stuff. Makes me want to do a group workout to celebrate our personal growth.
Fufu. Perhaps a celebratory tea instead. But the sentiment is lovely.
I'm good with either. It's just nice talking about this stuff with you guys.
Okay, new topic. If we could turn our rooms into, a full minus on theme park attraction, what would it be? Mine would be a glow minus and minus the minus dark jungle gym.
Hey, Jungle Gym. In your room? You have way too much energy, Kira.
Of course, you gotta stay active. Plus, it'd have a zip line that goes straight to a protein smoothie station. The perfect plus-minus workout reward.
This unit's room would be a deep minus sea exploration submersible. Silent, dark, minimal external stimuli, optimal for data processing.
A submersible? That's a unique choice, Kohaku. It would be incredibly peaceful. A perfect environment for deep thought.
Affirmative. It would also feature a periscope for observing the surface world and an automated dispenser for various flavors of cooling agent, specifically ice cream.
Naturally. My room would be a giant, cozy library with a glass ceiling to see the stars. The chairs would be fluffy clouds you can actually sit on.
Sitting on clouds? Oh, MG, that sounds so comfy. But wouldn't you, just fall asleep all the time?
That's the point. It's the ultimate relaxation zone. And one of the bookshelves would secretly swing open to reveal a hidden cafe with unlimited parfaits.
A hidden cafe is a lovely touch. My room would be a psychological mystery. A detective's office where the clues change every day, and you have to solve a case to be able to leave.
Whoa, a real minus life mystery game? That is so cool, Mari. It would be like a total brain workout every single morning.
Sounds like too much thinking for me. I'd probably just stay trapped in the room and read a book instead.
But think of the satisfaction of solving it. It's a test of observation and deduction. I find that very stimulating.
Query cognitive load of daily unsolvable puzzles, potential for system errors and subsequent requests for cooling agents.
Nah, we totally solve it. Especially if we work together. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
An interesting variable. The introduction of a team dynamic would certainly change the psychological parameters. Fufu.
So, we'd have a gym, a submarine, a library, and a detective's office. We'd have the weirdest theme park ever.
It would be the best theme park ever. It's got something for everyone. Body, mind, and soul.
Correction. It has something for the body, mind, soul, and the CPU cooling system. This is a critical distinction.
Indeed it is, Kohaku. Indeed it is. I have a question for everyone. In the middle of our busy days, what are those moments where you feel a sense of calming quiet or warm, gentle peace?
Deep. For me, it's gotta be right after a really hard workout. That feeling when you're totally spent, showered, and just collapse on your bed. Pure bliss.
I get that. For me, it's walking alone late at night. The city is quiet, and the only sound is my own footsteps. It really helps me clear my head.
My designation for peace is a state of optimal system efficiency. All background processes are running smoothly with zero errors. No unnecessary external data input.
That's a very humanist answer, Kohaku. The piece of a perfect system.
Late minus night walks. Tsuki, isn't that a little sketchy? You gotta watch out.
I'm always aware of my surroundings. It's not about taking risks. It's about feeling like the world has quieted down just for you for a moment.
I understand that feeling completely. My peaceful moment is similar. It's when I'm reading a good book by the window on a rainy day.
bright, rainy day? That's so gloomy. I'd rather be doing something active to boost my serotonin.
The sound of the rain is very soothing. It's like a natural white noise that helps me concentrate and feel completely at ease.
Correction. The sound of rain is classified as pink noise. Data suggests it can reduce brainwave complexity, leading to a more stable sleep and relaxation state. Her preference is logical.
See? It's scientifically relaxing. Sometimes I just listen to recordings of rain in a cafe. It's nice.
Really? Science is wild. Maybe I should try it sometime. But only if I have a good, high-minus protein snack with me.
There is another instance of peace, when the freezer's inventory of cooling agents is at maximum capacity.
You mean when it's full of ice cream?
Affirmative. The knowledge of readily available maintenance materials creates a stable emotional baseline.
It seems everyone has their own unique sanctuary. A gym, a quiet street, a rainy window, or a full freezer.
Totally. Our peace-minus vibes are all super different, but they're all awesome.
It's nice to know we all have a place to recharge. It's important.
Indeed it is. It's what allows us to keep moving forward.
OMG, okay, so the other day, I saw the sunset that was, like, totally insane. The sky was all pink and orange and purple. I had to stop my run just to take a pic.
A sunset chaser, huh, Kira? Can't blame you. Sometimes the sky puts on a show you just can't ignore.
Fufu, that sounds lovely. Those moments are special because they're so temporary. You have to capture them or they're gone forever.
Exactly. It was like this perfect gradient. What about you guys? Seen anything photo-minus worthy?
This unit observed a drop of morning dew on a spider's web. The way it refracted light created a miniature prismatic effect. The structure was an example of efficient natural engineering.
Oh, a spider web. That's super detailed. You have like macro vision or something, Kohaku?
Finding beauty in the smallest details. That's a wonderful skill to have, Kohaku. It's a form of mindfulness, really.
Okay, spider web. I can see that. It's delicate but strong. What about you, Mari? Something catch your eye?
I was in an old bookstore, and I saw a perfectly preserved, leather bound book with gold leaf lettering. The craftsmanship was incredible. It felt like holding a piece of history.
Oh, that sounds cool. The smell of old books is great too. It's a whole experience, not just a sight.
Hey, fancy old book! So you're all into these, like calm and quiet pictures, huh? My sunset was way more high-minus energy.
It just shows our different personalities, doesn't it? Each beautiful in its own way. Your turn, Tsuki. What did you see?
Me? The other night, I saw the reflection of all the neon city lights in a puddle after it rained. All the colors were distorted and mixed together. It looked like a messy abstract painting.
A puddle? Wow, Tsuki! That's super artistic! Finding beauty in a literal puddle of water. So cool!
Urban light pollution reflected on a water surface. An interesting subject, It documents the intersection of artificial constructs and natural phenomena.
That's a very you answer, Tsuki. Finding something unique and beautiful where most people wouldn't even look.
I guess so. It's fun to find the cool stuff hiding in plain sight.
So we've got a sunset, a spider web, an old book, and a puddle. Our photo album would be like totally random but awesome.
It would be a perfect representation of the four of us. I think that's rather wonderful.
Inclusion all subjects are valid targets for photographic documentation. Data archived.
Alright everyone, let's revisit a fun topic. If we could each build our own ideal secret base, what would it be like?
OMG, yes! Mine would totally be a glass treehouse deep in a sunny forest. It'd have a fully equipped gym, a yoga deck, and a smoothie bar with every superfood imaginable.
A treehouse gym. Sounds very Yukara. Lots of vitamin D. I think I prefer a cozy attic room somewhere in a quiet town.
An attic room? Tell me more. What would be inside?
It'd be filled with beanbags, a soft rug, and a hammock. And a small, dedicated kitchen just for making unlimited hot chocolate and crepes. A place to just be.
Unlimited crepes? Okay, I'm visiting your base, Tsuki. That sounds so chill.
Fufu. It sounds very comforting. For me, it would be a private library at the top of a skyscraper. 4 minus-to-minus ceiling bookshelves, a comfy armchair, and a telescope.
A library in the sky. That's so cool. Very fitting for you, Mari.
I quite place to observe and think. What about you, Kohaku? What does your ideal base look like?
An underground, climate-controlled data center. The optimal environment for processing information without overheating.
A data center? That sounds kinda cold and boring. Where's the fun?
The primary feature would be a commercial minus grade. Walk minus in freezer for long minus term storage of various coolant flavors. Fun is a non-minus essential variable.
Of course, the main feature is a giant ice cream freezer. I should have known.
It's perfectly logical for her. So we have a forest gym, a cozy attic, a sky library, and a nice clean data center. Our priorities are certainly diverse.
Okay, new rule for my base, you have to do 10 jumping jacks to enter. To get the blood flowing, you know. Positive energy only.
My only rule would be, you don't have to talk. Just existing in the space is enough. No pressure.
A thoughtful rule. Mine would be take a book, leave a book. It would be a place for sharing knowledge, not just hoarding it.
Entry protocol for my facility multi-factor biometric authentication. Unauthorized access is a critical system error.
So, like a handprint scanner? That's actually super cool. Like in a spy movie.
I can just picture Kohaku standing in front of a giant bolt door to get her ice cream. It's a pretty funny image.
Here's a question for all of you. What's your go minus to instant happy trigger? Something that can lift your spirits no matter how tired you are.
I know. A brand new tub of super expensive protein powder arriving in the mail. It's like Christmas for my muscles.
That's very you, Kara. For me, it's much simpler. Just sitting by the window when it's raining with a hot mug of cocoa, the world just feels quieter.
Rain, an auditory and visual stimulus known to induce calm in some humans. My equivalent is the sound of a freezer door opening.
Because it means ice cream is coming. I get it. I get it.
It's about anticipation, isn't it? The little ritual before the reward. For me, it's the smell of old books in a library. It's so peaceful and full of potential.
The smell of books is a good one. It's calming. Better than the smell of a gym anyway.
Hey! The smell of a gym is the smell of victory and hard work. It's like pure motivation.
To each their own. What about a favorite food, Tsuki? I know you have a sweet tooth.
Easy. I warm. Freshly made crepe with strawberries and way too much whipped cream. It's impossible to be sad while eating one of those.
Query: does the structural integrity of the crepe degrade under excessive cream? Data is required.
OMG, Kohaku, you're supposed to just eat it, not write a report on it. But yeah, does it get messy?
That's part of the fun. Who cares if it's messy? It's delicious.
Embracing a little chaos for the sake of joy. A perfectly valid strategy. My food minus base choice would be a perfectly brewed, fragrant Earl Grey tea.
So classy, Mari. For me, it's gotta be a huge bowl of fruit, like mango, pineapple berries. All the vitamins give you a total energy boost.
My choice remains a frozen dairy product. Optimal temperature differential provides immediate system shock. It is effective.
System shock is one way to describe brain freeze, I guess.
So we have athletics, quiet moments, delicious food, and system maintenance. It seems we all have our own unique ways to recharge.
For sure! The most important thing is that you have one, right? You gotta know how to treat yourself.
Couldn't have said it better myself. You have to be your own biggest ally.
Hey! I bought the weirdest thing the other day, and I have to tell you guys about it. Have you all found any weird stationery or gadgets lately?
Huh? Something weird? Knowing you, Kara, it's probably something super sparkly.
You know it. It's a set of highlighters shaped like nail polish bottles. They're super cute, but honestly a little hard to hold. But who cares? Cuteness is justice.
That sounds just like you. It's important for your tools to bring you joy. It often increases motivation.
Analysis: the ergonomic inefficiency is offset by a psychological boost. An interesting, if impractical, design choice.
Impractical is right, but I get it. I bought some paper clips shaped like little sleeping cats recently. They're not great at holding papers, but they look cute on my desk.
OMG, Tsuki, that's so cute! I didn't know you were into that stuff. You have to show us next time.
My Tsuki. That's an adorable secret. See? Everyone has a soft spot for charming little things.
Hey, don't make a big deal out of it. So, what about you too? Did you buy anything strange?
Affirmative. I acquired a device. It appears to be a pen, but it projects a digital ruler onto any surface with a laser.
A laser? laser ruler pen. That's so C-5. That's awesome, Kohaku. What do you even use it for?
To measure the precise dimensions of my ice cream. For data logging purposes.
Of course it's for your ice cream. I should have known. You never change, Kohaku.
That's remarkably specific, but very fitting for you, Kohaku. A tool perfectly suited to its user's unique passion.
How about you, Mari? You seem like you'd have something stylish and practical.
You're not wrong. I found a notebook with black paper. You write on it with special white or metallic ink pens. It makes you think differently about how you use the space.
Whoa, a black notebook. That sounds super cool and mysterious. Like you're writing down ancient secrets or something.
That sounds pretty cool, Mori. It feels like it would make your thoughts clearer somehow. I can see you using that.
High contrast. Visually striking. It may improve focus by eliminating peripheral distractions common on a white page.
Man, everyone's got such unique stuff. Nail polish highlighters, cat clips, a laser ruler, and a secret minus agent notebook. We are like the most interesting team ever. Okay, I have one. You know those water bottles with the time markers on them? To like, remind you to drink water all day? Genius, total genius.
Fufu. That's a classic example of a nudge. A simple design choice that gently guides people toward a healthier behavior. It's very clever.
So it's basically for people who forget to hydrate. Sounds perfect for you, Kira. You're always so focused on your workout you probably forget.
Hey! I mean, yeah, sometimes. But it's, like, super effective. It turns hydration into a game, you know?
Gamification of routine tasks increases adherence rates. Data supports this conclusion. Efficient.
Exactly. My recent genius moment was realizing why shampoo and conditioner bottles often have different shaped caps. It's for people to tell them apart by touch in the shower. It's a small detail of universal design, but it's brilliant.
Oh, I never even noticed that. That's actually really thoughtful. You see something like that and think, someone smart and kind designed this.
OMG, for real. I'm totally gonna check my bottles after this. That's like a super considerate life Midas hack.
My discovery pertains to the algorithm used in food delivery apps. The way it bundles orders from the same area to a single driver to optimize route and delivery time. A logistical masterpiece.
A traveling salesman problem in practice. It's fascinating how complex mathematics are quietly making our daily lives more convenient.
I guess I've been thinking about smaller things. Like, you know, those little silica gel packets that come in snack bags. I found out you can use them to keep your camera lenses from fogging up. Mind blown.
No way! I always just throw those out. You can RUSE them? That's awesome.
A brilliant case of repurpose swapping. It's a wonderful way to reduce waste and find a new value in something you'd otherwise discard.
Right? It's not some grand invention, but it's a piece of everyday genius. I appreciate those kinds of things.
The concept of pre-cut vegetables. It minimizes preparation time and energy expenditure for the consumer. The peak of efficiency in home cooking.
Yes! Pre-cut veggies are a lifesaver for meal prep. Whoever invented that deserves, like, a Nobel Prize for sure.
It's all about lowering the barrier to entry, isn't it? Making it easier for people to make good choices, whether it's drinking water or eating healthier.
Yeah, exactly. The best ideas aren't always the most complicated. Sometimes they're just simple solutions that make you go, why didn't I think of that?
Oh, totally! Like putting pockets on dresses, genius! The best discovery of all time!
Fufu, I don't think anyone would disagree with you on that, Kira. A truly universal piece of genius.
Okay, so the other day, I saw the most amazing sunset. Like, the sky was all pink and orange and purple. It was so totally beautiful. I almost cried!
No, I know exactly what you mean. The kind of view that a camera just can't capture, right? You just have to be there and feel it.
Fufu, that's true. The unique gradation of colors in the sky is a fleeting moment. That's precisely why it leaves such a strong impression on us.
The scattering of light by atmospheric particles, a complex phenomenon involving both Rayleigh and scattering, a pattern with a high rarity value.
Wow! Science. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds super cool. So it was, like, scientifically awesome.
For me, it was a movie soundtrack recently. There was this scene with no dialogue, but the music just conveyed everything perfectly. It really hit me.
Music has a direct line to our emotions. Film scores, in particular, become deeply embedded in our memories because they're tied to visual storytelling.
Emotional resonance auditory stimuli.
Oh, MG! Yes! Like at a live concert. That feeling when the bass makes your whole chest vibrate. That's the best!
Yeah, that sense of unity you get at a live show is something special.
It's a shared experience that amplifies everyone's feelings. It's quite a powerful psychological effect.
This unit has experienced a similar physiological response at an ice cream convention. Limited edition mint chocolate chip flavor.
An ice cream convention? Wait! I totally get it! Finding a rare flavor is a legit thrill!
Of course it was about ice cream, Kohaku.
How very you, Kohaku. As for me, I was moved by an old documentary I watched about a master craftsman who dedicated his entire life to his art. It was breathtaking.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Seeing that kind of dedication really makes you reflect on your own life, doesn't it?
For real! It makes you feel like, heck yeah, I can work harder too. So motivating.
Indeed, human passion, when pursued for a lifetime, is a work of art in itself.
Analyzing correlation between duration of effort and quality of output. Date of processing.
Well, whatever you call it, the feeling of seeing something incredible is the same for all of us, I guess.
Hey, you guys! Let's talk about presents. What's the best one you've given or gotten lately? I totally have a story.
Oh? You sound excited, Kara. Go on, tell us.
Okay, so for my birthday, my best friend gave me this super cool, custom made yoga mat. It has my name on it and everything.
Fufu, that's lovely. A gift that supports your passions is always a wonderful thing.
right? It wasn't just some random thing off the shelf. It showed she really gets me, you know? It made me so happy.
Yeah, I get that. For me, it was a while ago. But my sister made me a photo album. Just full of old, stupid pictures of us. It's nothing expensive, but I was really moved. It felt like she gave me a box full of good memories.
Oh, that's a beautiful gift, Tsuki. It's about the shared history and the effort. That's what makes it so special.
Gift minus giving. An inefficient but socially significant ritual. The value is not in the object, but in the invested time and data minus gathering.
Totally. What about you, Mari? Any good ones?
I recently gave a friend a fountain pen. She's been trying to get into journaling, so I thought it might encourage her. She told me later that just holding it made her want to write. I was very happy to have given her that little push.
That's so you, Mari. A practical, but really thoughtful gift.
This unit received a gift recently. A multi-minus pack of artisanal ice cream. The flavors were previously uncatalogive in my database.
New ice cream data. Was it good?
The pistachio flavor exceeded all performance expectations. It was a highly successful acquisition of new data.
Highly successful. You were just happy to get ice cream, weren't you?
It seems even the most logical among us can be swayed by a thoughtful, delicious present.
See? Presents are the best. They're like little bundles of happiness.
Hey, I recently tried something someone recommended to me, and it was way better for my quality of life than I expected.
Oh, for real? Still, what is it? Uchi is always on the lookout for a good life hack.
Noise minus canceling headphones. Seriously? It's amazing how much of a difference it makes just being able to create your own quiet space anytime.
Ah, that's an excellent choice. Protecting your mental energy by controlling your auditory environment is very effective.
Oh, MG, totally. It's like hitting the mute button on the world. Great for when you want to just vibe with your music too.
Worry. Does this include blocking out Kira's high minus frequency vocalizations? If so, the utility is noted.
Hey, my voice is full of positive energy. Thank you very much.
Now. For my part, I've gotten into audiobooks. I can get through so many books while doing chores or commuting. It's wonderfully efficient.
Reading with your ears, huh? That sounds pretty cool. It's like having someone tell you a story.
Whoa, that's so smart, Mari. Uchi could totally listen to one while on the treadmill. Double the self-minus improvement.
Precisely. What about you, Kohaku? Have you integrated any new systems recently?
Affirmative. An electric standing desk. It automatically alternates between sitting and standing positions. It has reduced physical strain by 18 during extended monitoring sessions.
Of course, you have the exact percentage. That's pretty neat though. A good setup is important.
Hi, robot desk. That's so awesome and futuristic. Your room must be like a spaceship cockpit, Kohaku.
The analogy is functionally accurate.
seems everyone has found their own unique tool for a better life. So Kyra, what's your latest health minus related find?
Okay, so get this. A sunrise simulation alarm clock. It wakes you up gradually with light, so you don't get that, like, shocking alarm noise. It's been a total game minus changer for my cortisol levels.
Waking up with light instead of sound. That actually sounds really gentle. I might look into that.
Aligning your wake minus up cycle with a natural light rhythm. It's a very clever application of circadian biology. I'm not surprised you found that, Kira.
System boot sequence initiated by optical sensors rather than auditory alerts. A more stable and less jarring startup protocol. Approved.
Here's a question for all of you. Have you ever been somewhere, a perfectly ordinary place, and suddenly felt like it was special? A moment where the scenery just...
Oh, NG, totally. For me, it was the view from the top of a mountain I hiked at dawn. Seeing the sun come up over the clouds, it felt like I was on top of the world. All that hard work paid off in, like, 1 second.
A mountaintop sounds nice, but way too much effort. I'm the opposite. I once found this tiny, hidden bookstore in a back alley. It was so quiet, just the smell of old paper. Felt like I'd found a secret hideout.
The feeling described is oft untriggered by a sudden decrease in sensory input, combined with novel stimuli. A quiet environment after a period of exertion or noise enhances its perceived uniqueness.
That's a very Kohaku way to put it. It's true though. The contrast is what makes the moment memorable. It's a break from the expected pattern of our day.
A break, yeah, like hitting pause. What about you, Mari? Any secret spots?
For me, it's the university library archives. The section no one really goes to. Being surrounded by all those old books and records. It's like you can feel the weight of all that history. It's very humbling.
I get that. A place that feels disconnected from time. I feel that way sometimes at a train station late at night, after the last train is gone. It's so empty and silent.
Such locations are classified as liminal spaces, transitional zones. Their inherent ambiguity disrupts normal cognitive processing, which can be interpreted as a special feeling.
Liminal spaces? Whoa, sounds so cool and mysterious, like an empty school hallway at night. Kinda creepy, but also like super special.
Exactly. You're not supposed to be there at that time, so it feels like you're seeing a side of the world nobody else does. It's your own little secret.
It's about perspective, isn't it? Changing how you see a familiar place by changing the context, like the time of day or the number of people there.
Oh, the beach during the off-minus season. When it's cold and windy and there's nobody there but you and the waves. That feels super dramatic and awesome.
The sound of ocean waves, known as white noise, has a frequency range that can mask other auditory stimuli. This promotes a state of calm and focused introspection, a logical choice.
So, what about your special place, Kohaku? Is it the ice cream aisle?
Negative. The server room. The constant, low hum of the machines. The cool, controlled air. It is the optimal environment for data processing. Perfect order.
A server room? That's you. But I guess I get it. It's like your sanctuary.
From a mountaintop to a server room. It's fascinating how different our versions of a special place can be. Yet they all serve a similar purpose. A place to reset.
Yeah, a place where you can just feel like yourself for a minute. That's all you need sometimes.
Okay, so speaking of new things, Uchi has been seriously thinking about getting into bouldering. It looks like a super fun puzzle for your muscles.
Bouldering. That's quite an active choice, Kira. It requires a lot of strategic thinking, not just strength. I can see why you'd enjoy it.
Sounds intense. Boku was thinking of something a little quieter. Maybe learning how to do some simple leather crafting, like making little kaikens or something.
Bouldering. Analysis high risk of muscle fatigue. High reward and appropriate patient feedback. Leather crafting. Requires precision tools and patience. Both are valid skill acquisitions.
Leather crafting sounds so cool and artsy, Tsuki. You could totally make us all matching kaikens. OMG, we'd be like the Kaiken Squad.
Maybe. If I get any good at it. What about you, Mari? Thinking of anything new?
Fufu, I was considering taking a calligraphy class. The art of beautiful writing. There's a certain discipline and peace to it that I find very appealing.
Oh, that's so elegant. It totally fits you, Mari minus knee. You'd have the prettiest handwriting ever.
This unit's new project is the systematic cataloging of all commercially available ice cream flavors. Objective: create a comprehensive flavor profile database.
Of course it is. Your dedication to ice cream is almost scary, Kohaku.
That's the best hobby ever! Can Uchi be a research assistant? I volunteer for the taste minus testing phase. Super important for data accuracy, right?
Affirmative. Additional sensory input units will improve data reliability. Your participation is noted.
It's wonderful how different all our interests are. Physical, creative, artistic, and analytical data collection.
It's all about finding something that makes you feel good, right? Whether that's climbing a wall or making a very serious list of frozen desserts.
Totally! It's about keeping your body and mind active. Prevent stagnation, you know. You gotta keep moving and learning!
Exactly. A new hobby is a great way to engage different parts of your brain that you don't use in your daily routine.
I like the idea of having a finished product, too. Something you can hold and say, Boku made this. It's a nice feeling.
Final database will be a tangible result. It will be sortable by flavor, brand, and caloric content.
Oh, and by protein content. Don't forget that!
Although, it seems we're all very excited about our potential new pursuits. We should share our progress with each other sometime. On that note, I've been thinking. Does anyone here consciously work on growing a skill lately? Something you build up day by day?
OMG, totally! I've been getting super into cooking lately. Not just my usual healthy stuff, but like learning proper knife skills and everything. It's so satisfying.
Oh, knife skills? That's pretty cool. I've been trying to improve my latte art. It's harder than it looks to make a decent art.
Latte art. The fluid dynamics of steamed milk poured into espresso. High complex interplay of temperature, viscosity, and surface tension. The results are aesthetically pleasing but inconsistent.
Whoa, Kohaku! You make it sound like a science experiment. But for real, my stir-minus fries have leveled up like crazy. Better night skills means everything cooks more evenly.
Fufu. That's a perfect example. A fundamental skill that improves the final outcome in many different ways. It's about building a solid foundation.
Exactly. My first few attempts at latte art were just white blobs. But now they're starting to look like something. It's a small thing, but it makes my morning coffee feel special.
That's the procedural memory at work. By repeating the action, you're training your muscles and your brain to perform the task without conscious thought. It becomes second nature.
Procedural memory. So that's why I can chop veggies now without, like, staring at my fingers the whole time. That's awesome.
Affirm.